Welcome to the NJIT website and Math Podcast. My name is Marco Nashed, and today I'll be covering the properties of fractions. Now, the most important rule is that we know that all the denominators are assumed to be non-zero. For example, if we have a over c, c cannot equal to 0, since we know we cannot divide by 0. Properties of addition when you're adding two fractions. If we have a over c plus b over c, since both of these denominators are equal, we are allowed to add these two together. So we get a plus b equals c. But what happens when the denominators are not equal? Like for this case, a over b plus c over d. We need to find the least common denominator between these two, which is LCD. So what we do is first we multiply the bottom together, b and d. Now we have on the top a, but what's the variable that's missing from the bottom? Here we have b, but it's missing the d. So we multiply a times d. Now plus c. Here under the c we have d. So what is it missing? The b. So we multiply c by b. Now we get a times d plus c times b over b d. Now the properties of multiplication, which is the easiest part. If we have a over b times c over d, all we have to do is multiply the top together and the bottom together. So we get a times c over b times d. Now we'll move on to something new, which is what happens if we have a over c. One second. What happens if we have a over c over b c? How do we simplify this? Since we have c on the top, c on the bottom, we cancel them out. One c goes with the other c. What's left? A over b. Another example. If you have b a over a d. So what's common on the top and the bottom? The a's, right? So we cancel out the a. And what's left? B d. Now we move on. If we have d over a equals b over c. So how do we solve for this? There's something called cross multiply. You cross multiply them. So the d times the c and the b times the a. So we get b a equals c d. Thank you for visiting the NJIT website. For further assistance, please stop by the Center for Academic and Professional Enrichment in Kupfrian Hall, room 200. Good luck with your studies.